I were you, I'd get me arse back to the party before somebody put me to work.
Don't get too comfortable, you horrible sacks of muck.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise McGlubbyhead. Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goonless as the rest of them. 'Cause I'm loyal to McGlubbyhead. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Yeah, my old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The Great Absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite. Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in here, praying to a real god.
I hear Spike messed with the Blade of Frontiers.
Stop bothering me!
If you're close enough to talk with me, then you're too damn close.
This ain't the party, pal. We're working here.
I see him, I'll slice off his fingers and fry him for supper.
Those gobbos are talking about me. Let's check it out.
Like it's some kind of trophy.
You asked me.
Those fist fellas at the inn raid ain't had a chance. I chopped them up and tossed them on the flames.
Well, ain't you cock of the walk? Go get the Blade of Frontiers, unless you want my piss in your ale.
The Blade? Spike's seen him fight, says he's a pussycat. If any crossed me, I'd crack open his skull and scoop out the brains.
That's all you got? I spot the whelp, and I'm strapping him to the spit and watching him roast.
A good-natured round of how to murder the Blade? Come on. Let's play. Boys, this is child's play. You want the Blade to suffer? Slice his feet off and make him eat them. Raw.
Oh, you're real nasty. You! How would you kill off the Blade, chum? Lop off his head? Boil him up for the wargs to gobble?
Oh yes, we're all ears, chum.
Well, ain't that nasty?
You want nasty? Watch close and I'll show you nasty. Get ready, Chief. It's time to unleash the Blade. Hey, Gobbo. Check my eye.
Your eye? What about you? Oh, shite!
Do you smell that? Sulfur. Damn it, Mizora. Where the hell did they take you?
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
The twilight is darker than expected. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The ache builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil Geik Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless... That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Feels like we packed 3 days into one today. I'm exhausted. Could be the tadpole's doing. Or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's just get some rest.
A shiver racks your body. It takes a moment for will to come into focus.
You've got wits of white steel. Can't say I'm not impressed. All we can do now is... see what the morrow brings.
Your head swims with the slightest motion, and your legs feel as heavy as iron.
I reckon come dawn, we'll be... right as rainbows.
Leave me alone. I do not have time to waste with you.
Chosen, let me come to you. I can help you. I've been searching for you. You're always so far away. You frown in your sleep. There must be so much on your mind.
Her fingers are warm against your cheek, softer than expected.
You think that you're sick, that you're dying. Are you afraid? You know. I think in your heart you know. We wouldn't be here like this if it weren't destiny. Come now. I'll make you feel better. Let yourself go. Lean back. So eager, hungry, but...
Something in your blood stirs and twists, recoiling like a wounded beast. It wants her gone.
You're not ready. I will return when you are. But I do have a parting gift.
Well, hello. Feeling better, are we? I certainly am. This morning I find myself free of pain and with a new trick. A new power. Last night, the risk of transformation. It all feels like some terrible dream now. That feels like a question with a point. You had one too, didn't you? What did you see? Huh. You enjoyed it? We had the same dream then. The worms trying to be enticing. His advances, and of course I resisted. We don't need to talk about this. Go in with someone else. I'm sure they'd love to hear about your wet dream.
Good morning. And it truly is, isn't it? A very, very good morning. The night brings counsel, or so the saying goes. But last night had quite a bit more in store, wouldn't you agree? There's a glow about you, about everyone here. We all feel startlingly well. And yet there's a certain look in people's eyes. The far-off distance of a haunting. Which begs yet another question. Did you too have such puzzling dreams? Same here. Perhaps. The jury's still out. What I saw surpassed the vivid. The voice was too true, the touch too tantalizing. I can tell you felt the same. It was an expert, this apparition. First the seduction, then the spurning, then that teasing souvenir. You're not ready. I will return when you are. That's what I was promised. We have some restless nights ahead of us.
Something tells me I know what you two were talking about. Both feeling better than you did last night, yes? Not even just that. I awoke with new, I don't know, powers. It was the same for you, wasn't it? The good health, the power, the dreams. I don't need to worm my way into your thoughts to know that. It's all over your face. So did I. I dreamt of someone I'm very attracted to. There was a promise of power. I had exactly the same dream when aboard the Mind Flayer ship. I rebuffed the advances, of course. If it happens again, try to resist. We can't take anything for granted, especially when it's to do with what's going on up here.
Well, look at you. Fit as a fox and twice as eager. I feel it too. Not just renewed, but improved. New talents aching for release.
My blood is cleansed, my muscles still. I have been shown new might. To to tug foe and fiend into reach. Damn it all.
Chasers are dead. Runny Cobb, Splitfoot, Tark the Toenail. Legends.
Chickens. That was intense. I wouldn't want to bump into that thing while it was still alive. Someone needs to keep an eye on these buggers. I don't make a habit of questioning the Absolute. Now quiet! The Absolute honors you and slays her enemy.
I wouldn't dawdle if I were you. I doubt true soul Minthara has much patience left.
Boss put you to work, huh?
Flow with their blood. What you needing now? The Absolute's got room for everyone, long as you don't defy her. And nobody's that stupid. If the Absolute says to take orders from a drow, then we toe the mark. No questions. You look spiffy to me. What do you need a healer for? Well, let me know when you find one. Priestess Gut's better at causing pain than curing it. She'll fertilize the fields with the dead! Rivers and streams will flow with their blood! Their cities will be razed to the ground! And they know she is Absolute! You'll drink from her barrels. Ha! You will reign! Their cities will be
just another crate.
You fertilize the fields with the dead.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are up.
I do not have time for interruptions from underlings. As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt? They are servants of the Absolute. In sufficient numbers, they are an effective force. Expendable and willing. But they do not have the wits to lead this hunt with me. Do you? Interesting. What do you know of this druid? There is no power except for the Absolute. If you are sick, speak to the goblin's priestess. She too is a true soul. I have not seen this druid, but he harbors worshippers of a false god. I intend to find it and destroy it. You would dare? The darkness will take you, Iblis.
Take your... Take you.